Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Porter over here in Jamaica Plain, right off of Heath Street. One of my viewers asked me to do a video of the, I believe this is the development they were talking about. They said the Mildred, I think she said Mildred C Haliey development. So this is what I believe that they're talking about. I did a video of this when it was like kind of groundbreaking. I didn't do a video when they're almost, close to completion. So I just want to show you the that's all the construction material. That's the buildings. We've been talking about these buildings as far as me and a few people have been talking about these as far as fire safety wise. Like they're not, they point out a lot of flaws in the building, but that'll probably come up a later time. I guess they watched it from beginning to now, and they seen how it was built and what kind of material they were using, and they questioned it because they knew better. For some people that don't know better, they just look at it, oh, they're doing a great job. But the people that know how it's supposed to be done, it's a different story. But I'll leave that one alone for now. Mildred C Haliey Apartments, that's what we were talking about. So this is the area they were questioning about. And if you don't remember, it used to be like a hall over there in one of the buildings. They took all that down. They kind of took down a couple of the brick structures down as well, and a few other things.
103, we got it.
So you're gonna get to see what I see out here. Mass housing. All right, let's take a quick walk around. See what else we see up here. I could either do two things. I could walk all the way around and come up the other way, or I can hop over the fence and go that way. But I think I'll walk around. I'm not gonna hop the fence. I could just because I'm gonna basically be going down that way there, but I'll walk around since it's not a far walk. Always gotta get your steps in anyway. No sense of cheating on the steps. I think that's this Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. United We Rage.
Harry 900, can you keep me on as the Harry TS for the first half?
Right, so you get to see how the buildings look when they're done. At least on the outside anyway. I guess that's a little window so you can kind of. Maybe that's the window so you can see what's going on. Yeah, maybe they put those windows in there so you can kind of get a peek at how it's gonna look. But they weren't always there. They probably put those in later on during the construction, I guess. I think it goes up to 6 stories for the most part. It goes up like 6 stories. Yeah, they put those windows in kind of after the fact. They call those viewing windows, so you can kind of view what you wanna or what you're gonna see. And this,
103 Adam.
Let me know when something like that.
I guess that's a flashing up there.
Harry 425, can the Harry PS go up?
I didn't get to see what, you know, the process that's going on and everything. It's not too far from Jackson Square. You can pretty much walk to there from this area. There was a couple of concerns that they had about this. I'm not gonna comment on them now because we'll see how well they take care of it, or if they're not gonna be able to fix it. That's for sure. But
Chance for a call back.
Looking for a call back?
when they say income restricted, I guess you can't make over a certain income in order to qualify for the program, and I guess they pay 30% of your income,
Wrangler out there?
or 30% of your rent, whatever the case is. 30% of your rent.
They still have overtime tomorrow in Boston Common for the rally 10 to 4, contact 4239. Again, that's the rally in Boston Common tomorrow 10 to 4, contact 4239, Boston operating on channel 1513.
Interesting.
No answer.
All right, guys, I'm just gonna kind of stop here and walk back. I'm not gonna go all the way around because you gotta, I can walk to the end of the fence if I want. I'm not too sure if they're the same people that built across the street over there. There's a few developments that have been built over there. I have to check. I don't know.
36 finally got through. Caller said that's
There's somebody that I know that probably does know all that, but I don't keep track of all that stuff.
Charlie 980, social. Keep.
You got like a diesel generator, like right.
Engine 16, you're all set.
It's kind of small though. It's not, it's not as big as I would expect it to be. It should be a little bigger than that, but maybe they got multiple ones though too. That right there, you could walk around there because it does. I think I've done it before, unless they moved it closer. You could squeeze through it and go around if you really want to. I think I did it last year. Unless they moved the fence, you actually should be able to walk through here and go around. We'll see when we get to the other side, like how narrow it is, or can you squeeze through, or can you not squeeze through. But I believe last time I was able to shimmy myself around through here and come through the other side. And I guess you still can do it. It's not a whole lot to see. It still is under construction. Those portable generators. So those are just the ones that they rent and they move when they're done. So I mean, I don't know if they don't have actual power yet, and they're just using those for the time being. Like I said, not too sure exactly what they got going on there. Maybe they're just testing out the power to make sure it works before they do the real connection. I don't know.
Take the 851.
851.
So I'm going to be transporting a victim from B2 to a location on Mac.
The question is, can you, I guess you could walk in this road here, because this road here doesn't look like it's the construction zone, it looks like it's a passageway. So I'm assuming you could walk through here, because this is not a fenced in area. It's more like a drive, and this is more of the fenced in area. At least that's my terminology of it, because if it was a fenced in area, you wouldn't have all these signs on the outside of the fence. So I'm assuming that this is the anything beyond the fence will be considered that they don't want you to go inside, because they kind of divide the road into two. I don't know the price tag on this. Somebody might know the price tag on it. I don't have that number. I think I know somebody who does, but I don't know if they're going to do these developments over here, if they're going to do the similar, because they're all boarded up, so I don't know if they're going to do with that. And if I understand, the residents, they fought not to do this, but somebody else decided they wanted to do it anyway, so I don't know. Lasers in use. That's good to know. I imagine this right here will be considered a construction zone, because common sense will show you how the gate stops here. It don't keep going down. So they say a reasonable person will know that this is a gate that's a restricted area that you shouldn't be going down. Or you could always play stupid and act like you don't know too, but that only could go so far. They always say what a reasonable person, but the question is, who's a reasonable person? Like what would you determine as a reasonable person?
For any supervisor that's interested in time tonight, they have the Emerson Rally for the first half. Contact 5514, and that's going to be the Emerson Rally first half today, Area A. Contact 5514 for supervisor.
There are a lot of rallies going on. I'm not going to try to attend to those things. I might go to some of them, but there's so many of them out there.
Bravo 102.
Two-way traffic ahead.
Trouble 25 per gas.
This is just in Spanish, I guess. This is gate F. Seventh floor. So you step down from the 7th floor to the 6th floor. Like I said, I'm not too sure what they're gonna do with these buildings here. We'll keep an eye on them. External exhaust, maybe because the chimney didn't work. I don't know if you remember a video I did. They had an external boiler out here one time. It was tied into all this. They were running wires and all kind of stuff from outside to inside, and that was part of the connection right there. But since then they took all that down, so You won't see that no more. I don't know. This is 960 Parker Street. You must get some kind of plans for that. Other than that, that's what we see. I guess they got plans for these buildings too. I don't know what their plans are, but I guess their plans are not to keep these looking the same way they're looking like this. So we'll try to inquire about that. We see if we could talk to some people and they might have more insight than I do. Pretty much walking the whole circle. All kind of like, I think those are microwave links they get up there. And that could be for the camera system too. I'm not too sure what that's hooked up to. It's definitely connecting something to something else. Some kind of data is being transferred. This is probably a fire detail right here that we're looking at. A lot of times you see a fire truck stationed like this outside the building. That means the fire pump is not working, or something with the control panel to the fire pump. So they station an auxiliary fire truck out here in case something happens, and then they can turn the fire truck on, hook it up to the standpipe, and run the sprinkler system. So whenever you see a truck like this kind of stationary for a long period of time, that's what that is. Yeah. So there goes their hose right there, and then that's so they're ready just in case they gotta connect. And they pretty much know what they gotta do from that point on. It's already connected. They would just have to run it to the truck. So some places they already have it connected to the truck if it's not a trip hazard, but running across the street right now would be a trip hazard, so that's why they're not doing that. So you see them all over the city. You see them various different locations. Just happen to see it over here. Those are the guys sitting in the truck chilling. If you can't see them, but there I see them. I don't know. We gotta take a walk around and get my steps in.
Adam Robert, 41993.
Attention all units interested in overtime. Got a gang car opening starting at 7:45 on the 13 side, as well as 11:45 start for a gang car opening on the 13 side as well. I have a full tour last stop on 13 if interested.
We gotta show you a little bit of
1524 for your time.
nothing too crazy, but some guys like to see this stuff, some people don't. One of my viewers want to see the Mildred apartment, and a lot of people, they don't get the chance to get out and see that stuff. Sometimes they're not able to, sometimes they're in another state, sometimes they don't have the time, so if I can show you as much as I can see, I'll show it to you. So a lot of those trucks that is like the spare trucks, they use it for like details. They have the city of Boston has quite a few fire details. You just don't know where they are or how long they've been there. Some been there for like months, and then then they got to pay the city of Boston will only do it for so long, and then you got to do it. If it's a private building, then you got to kind of pay it out of your pocket yourself. It's I don't really know all the details behind it, but that's how it works. I think you could cut through here and go to the left. I'm gonna see. So I think you can. The last time I've been by here, you could. So
441
if I can't, then I just have to walk the full walk. But I believe I can come here, take a right, and go left, and kind of straddle that fence, if I'm not mistaken.
Caller from Blue Lab is calling back to discuss the movable Fisher. Do you want to pass along to you?
It's 9:44, Parker. This is 9:44. That's 9:30. And the one next to it is 9:34. I can't really see that one, but 9:34 is over there. This, I think that's a step. I think that's a step down generator, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I think that's a step down generator. I don't know everything. I say in generator, transformer. It should be a step down transformer. You can see a little bit of everything. Boston houses don't do such a good job in cleaning up after themselves. That's for sure. And they don't do such a great job in cleaning up the debris. They should, but you know, to each his own. They got enough porta potties here. Oh, 10 or 11. They got a big construction site, so I can see why. So that's what we got. We got the I think pretty much the entire walk around. I think last year I walked through one of these buildings. I'm not sure which one it is. The building basement was open. It was all like you could walk from one side to the other side. That same dumpster is there too. Interesting. Hey, what's happening? Look like it's time to go home, huh? They tip it upside down because they don't want no one to put any trash in it, because you see how the bottom is like deteriorated.
Bravo 912.
But don't just leave it there. Get rid of it. Don't either repair it or get rid of it. Don't leave it there for several years. All right, guys. You get to see what I see. This is the Mildred C Haliey apartments. I guess the new version of them. Other than that, we just made a big circle all the way back around again, and I mean, it is what it is. All right, guys, get you on the next one.